Crypto mining shed, day 7, I believe it is. It's been running for a few days, running pretty well. Rig temps are perfectly fine, but it is getting hot in there. As you can see, all 4 fans are on speed of 5, and those shutters aren't really opening a whole lot. But I'm gonna go inside and take a look at the temp. I think it's probably around 115, 120, and I'll show you where I have the probe placed. A6 are screaming. As you can see, it's 114. That is where the temperature probe is. Those are the culprits right there for all the noise. But I'm thinking of moving the temperature probe from up here to somewhere over here to get a better idea of the intake temperatures of the items going into the rigs. Let's see if the shutters opened a little bit more once I opened up the door. Close the door. Definitely need more intake. When the doors open, those shutters open up a little bit wider. That does a better job of exhausting the heat. Because when I close it and go down, pick them up a little bit, you can feel a ton of heat coming out. Too much negative pressure, I guess. So I'm going to have to probably put more intakes in there. I also want to isolate the A6. Maybe build shelves right there. Maybe one up high and one there. And just have the A6 directly vent outside. I have 2 8-inch basically like dryer vent type deals. So maybe they put it here and here, wherever those shelves line up at. Just to vent everything from them outside. I think that would help a lot because that's where a lot of the heat is coming from. But the rigs are actually doing all right. I can hop in the Hive OS and see if I can figure out OBS and do some screen recording and show you the rig temps and what I'm mining and all that stuff. If I can't figure it out, this will be the end of the video. If I figure it out, we'll see you there next. Alright, here we are in my Hive OS in my farm. As you can see, mainly mining Kaspa I should say. I got 20.6 gigahash in there, 1.92 kilosouls on Flux, and 8.4 kilohash on Raptorium. And the Octominers are all the rigs that are in the shed. As you see, temps are good, 60s across the board. Octominer fans are in around 50%. The 2080 Ti's, temps are good. Octominer fans again around 50. I have them all on auto fan. This first 3060 Ti Founders is just on Kaspa by itself. Temps are good, fan speeds are low, Octo fans are low. The 3070 Founders, which is on Flux, a little bit warmer, fans are a little bit higher speed, but still temps are good, Octo fans are good. Go to the other 3060 Ti Founders rig. This is triple mining Ergo, Caspa, and Zill. And so temps are all pretty good. Octofans in the 50s. And let's see, the last Octominer. This one is on Flux. It's got one 3080 founders in it, 2 3070, 3 3070 founders. Well, maybe 4 3070 founders, and a couple Asus 3070s. Temps are good. Octofans are good. And then the last one that's in there is the 3080 founders. This is on Flux. Put the fans at 100. They've been at 100 for God knows how long. The temps are right in the 60s. This one's obviously on the open airframe. So there's no octofan speeds. But when I look at the fan speed, or not the fan speed, the temps in the shed, they are 114 degrees. I did just shut down the two left side fans if you're looking from the outside. So it's now just the two right ones are running at a speed of 6 each. Temps are at 114.7 right now. We'll see if I take a screenshot of my phone, I could put it in the video. But I definitely think that I need more intake as far as that goes, as far as the fans and stuff. Maybe put another row of 3 more intake vents, just because those shutters aren't opening up very wide, and a lot of the heat is not getting pushed out because of that. And also, I think isolating the ASICs and having their own exhaust ports will get a lot of that heat out. Just because it's 64 degrees in Pennsylvania right now, and the shed's getting that warm. I can only imagine what it's going to get like when it's 90, 100 degrees outside. It's going to get quite toasty in there, so I have to get this airflow situation figured out, which I think a big part of it is really going to be isolating those ASICs. So once I get that figured out, which I do have those vents coming in, I believe tomorrow, but I probably won't get to work on it until Friday. And I know we have a couple more days coming up, so we'll see how it works out. I'll have to keep an eye on the app, and that's the nice thing with this AC Infinity Controller 69 with the Wi-Fi. I can access it pretty much any time right from my phone and bump the fan speeds up or down whether I need it, and help control the temps. But yeah, we'll see. This 1660 Ti rig, this one's out in my garage. This one's just on Caspa. Those rigs are pretty efficient. Right around 40 watts, 275 megahash. And then the 3080 founders on that rig as well. What's the other rig here? 2070s. This is in the office in my house. 400 megahash, 70 watts, give or take. And my CPU rigs are 2700, 3700, and then two 5900 rigs, all on Raptorium. I did have the 2700 to 3900 mining Monero for the longest time, and then I recently switched off to mess around with some other coins like Darrow and Raptorium and stuff, and they've been on that Raptorium for a while, and I basically put them over to iNodes. And here's my iNodes account. Let's see. about 80,000 rep touring in there. About 120 bucks or so, as you've seen. Been rewarded about 20, just under 2,500 so far. All my flexes on Hero Miners. Ergo's on Hero Miners. Caspa, I recently switched to Hero Miners when they added the pull. When I first started mining it, I was mining it on Wooly Pulley back in the end of, let's say, September, October of 22 is when I first started mining it. I got my Bitcoin ASIC here, S19. It's on low power mode at 83 terahash. Getting close to a payout. Cadena miners. Getting close to a payout there as well. So yeah, sum it up. Really just need to get that heat isolated from those ASICs, and that'd be step one. Step two is going to be adding another row of intakes. And step three is probably going to be adding, since I had the two 8-inch AC and Infinity inline fans, I think I could probably do that Fruit and Associates setup, and just get isolate and get rid of those high-speed whining ASIC fans. So yeah, that's in the video right here, and catch you in the next update, which might be Friday.